Hi guys, welcome back. Recently, a student asked me whether people in the UK actually use shall. She had been taught that it's old-fashioned and formal, but that is not the case. Today, I want to show you how commonly it's used and compare it to let's. Shall we dance? Yes, this is a very famous movie title, line from a film, and song lyric. It is, of course, a way to invite someone to dance. It is slightly different from saying, "Do you want to dance?" as the speaker is assuming that the listener wants to complete the action, but they are checking to make sure and be polite. Other examples include, "Shall we leave?" "Shall we grab something for dinner?" "Shall we meet at 8?" In those examples, I was suggesting a plan for the speaker and listener to complete together. The speaker can also offer to do something alone, usually aiming to help the listener. For example, "Shall I help you?" "Shall I call back later?" "Shall I pick you up?" So, does the speaker have to agree to the plan or accept the offer? Of course not. If the speaker agrees to the suggested plan, they can say, "Let's." But be careful. This can only be used in response to "shall we?" Otherwise, the speaker can simply say, "Yes," "Okay," "Why not?" or "Sure." If they disagree or want to turn down the offer, they can use phrases like, "I'd rather not," "I'd prefer not to," "Not right now," "Maybe later," or quite simply, "No, thank you." Okay, now let's move on to let's. What a great example. Let's move on. How is this different to "shall we move on?" Listen to my intonation. Let's move on. Shall we move on? Shall sentences have a rising intonation. Shall we move on? Why? Because they're questions. Subsequently, the meaning is slightly different. Let's plus verb is used to tell someone what action the two people will take in a friendly and enthusiastic way. We let in a variety of situations, from work meetings and presentations. Let's talk about this again on Monday. Let's discuss the month's goals. 2. Instructions for kids. Let's tidy up your bedroom. Let's turn off the TV and go to bed. So, how can we respond? Well, you can use the same responses as before. If you want to show real enthusiasm, why not try, "I'd love to," "Absolutely," or "Let's go." In the office, you may want to stick to more neutral phrases like, "I agree," "That makes sense," or "Good idea." Okay, now I want to test what you've learned. I'll give you some scenarios and I want you to choose whether "shall we" or "let's" would be used before making your own complete sentence. Ready? You are in the park with a friend and it suddenly starts pouring. You want to leave. You're in the park with a friend and it suddenly starts pouring. You want to leave. I would use let's. Why? Well, I don't think you need to make an offer. "Let's go," "Let's run," or "Let's get out of here" are more commonly used in emergency situations. Your 5-year-old niece is about to run across a road. You want her to walk. Your 5-year-old niece is about to run across a road. You want her to walk. Again, I would use let's. I want to tell the child what action we will take without giving an option. We could say, "Let's not run, let's walk." Or even, "Let's hold hands while we cross the road." You have an idea at work and you want to have a meeting to talk about it at 3 p.m. You have an idea at work and you want to have a meeting to talk about it at 3 p.m. In this case, shall would be more appropriate. Shall we have a quick meeting at 3? Unless you are high up like the CEO. Let's have a meeting at 3 is slightly too forceful, as basically you're giving an instruction. Here is a quick summary. Shall we or shall I is just a suggestion. We assume the person will agree, but we're still asking a question. Let's is more of an instruction or order, but it is friendly and shows enthusiasm. Let's wrap up the video there. Comment below when you've heard or used shall and let's. We respond to our early comments and we would love to hear from you. As always, you can find more great content linked below and I'll see you next time.